Hey guys, in Did You Media Arts today, we're going to create an all about you collage on Google Drawing. So what you're going to do is collect a bunch of images. If you can see, like I have in this one, I've collected, these are all different images that I put together on this Google Drawing. So let's get started with how to even create a Google Drawing. What you do is you come over to your drive, you hit new, you go to more, and then you create a Google Drawing. Another way to create a Google Drawing is right in your actual assignment. You can press add or create, and you can create a drawing from there. This is not your actual assignment. You're not doing a Roman Empire vocabulary quiz, but I had to use a classroom that I'm a student in, and this is what I'm a student in. So you can create your Google Drawing from Google Drive or straight here from your assignment. Once that creates, you can click on it and open it. I'm going to go back to the one that I created here. We're going to give this a title. Anything that you create, I always want a title. So we're going to call that the me drawing. So for this lesson, you're learning how to use Google Draw. You're learning a little bit about layers on Google Drawings. These types of layers on Google Drawings are the same types of layers you'll see on Google Slideshows. And then later on, when we get to Photoshop and some more advanced programs, it's all the same logic and the same theory to it. There's just different layers here. So let's get started with this. This, where you see the checkerboard here, this is called your canvas. This part does not print out. This just shows you this is the size of your canvas. You can I want you to just leave it this size for now, but you can resize it if you want to resize it by grabbing this little bottom portion here and resize it. If you don't like what you did, you can always press Control Z and then undo that. So the first thing I want you to do in your drawing is I want you to find a nice background image. So the easiest way to find an image that works is to go to Insert, go to Image, and we're just going to do a search the web from here. The good thing about searching within a Google Doc is you get images that are that you have the copyright to use. On the internet, even though there's all those images that you can just grab and use, you're technically not supposed to. It's technically illegal. You're using other people's work. And we'll talk about that more down the line. But for now, let's use this Google search images. They a lot of times will filter them out and let you only use the images that don't have a copyright, or they're copywritten in a way that you can use them for non-commercial things. So I'm just going to type in beach. You can type in whatever type of background. Of course, it has to be school appropriate. And I'm going to grab the first one and I'm going to click Insert. Now, this is where you can adjust your canvas size. When you have an image, I want it to position it onto my canvas. And when you transform an image, I want you to grab the corners to transform it so it keeps its aspect ratio. If you grab the top or you grab the sides and push those in, it's going to change how the image looks. It's going to make it look distorted. So I want you to just use the corners to enlarge your images. Now, my canvas is a little bigger than my image. So now I am going to bring that up and then make my canvas size the same as my background image. I'm only going to show you a couple more things and I'm going to let you be on your way. The next thing I want you to insert is your name. And I want you to use word art for your name. You can do your first, last name, both. So put your name in. Word art's really cool because the difference between word art and a text box is word art. You can grab all these different transformation tools and make it whatever size that you need. I can give it a fill color. I can play around with all those different fill colors. I want to find a color here that's going to stand out. I can make the outline transparent or change all those colors. You can explore all the different colors. One thing that I always like to do is go to Format Options. And you can add a drop shadow. And again, I'm going to explain these in class, and you can just play around with this stuff. You're not going to break anything. But that's the first thing I want you to do is add your name. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to add an image of something that you like to do. So you can do that again in two ways. You can go to Insert, and you can go to Image and search from here. But I am going to do a Google search and show you a couple tools with that. So I'm just going to type in, and I want an image that's just a surfboard. So I'm going to look for a surfboard PNG image. What that means is, and then I'm going to go to images. What that means is hopefully it will have a transparent background. Now, some of these, if you look when you can see the canvas already in this preview, it's not going to have a transparent background. So you got to search through a couple. So if I want to look at the ones that look like they have just this plain white on the back first. And then you can see when I bring up the preview, it has the canvas in the background. This means that all I'm going to get here is the surfboard. In order to use this surfboard, I can do a couple things. I can right click. I think the easiest is to copy the image address, but you could save the image or you could copy the image, or some of you I know just drag it over and put it on, which is fine. I just always do the copy image address. Go back here, go to insert, or I can use this to insert an image by URL. Press insert. And then I have my surfboard. All right, I'm going to show you one more trick. If you are looking for a PNG image and you just can't find it, so let's say that I want, because we're the hawks, let's say I want a hawk. Maybe I can't quite find that PNG image. There's a hawk here, and I really like this hawk. There's a website that you can use. So I am going to right click, and I'm going to copy the image address. Now I am going to go to this website, remove.bg, and there's two ways that you can get your image here. I can either paste my image URL, that's what I did, or I can drag if I download it, I could drag it here and upload it, but I'm going to paste my URL, hit OK. Now, that made that PNG image for me. That made me an image with no background. I'm going to hit download. Bring it over here. Resize it. And now I have a hawk in there. All right, now that you have several images on here, these come in different layers. So for instance, if I put the hawk on top of the board and I want the board in front, what do we do? There's a couple things. You can press Control and the down arrow to send the hawk backwards, or the up arrow to bring it forward. So Control and the up or down arrow will change where it's positioned on the layer, or you can right click and go to Order, and then you can send it backward or bring it forward. All right. So that's your quick little tutorial on this. I'm also going to show you this in real life, in real time. You're going to have a list of different things that you need. And so check the assignment and you'll have a list of what needs to be on your Me drawing. And that's what we're going to work on today. I can't wait to see them. And that's it.